Well,
Rennie,
we've been
Rennie
very
Pop.
active. That's Janie Pop. That's what we call her. That means you're her friend. We
I
love
know.
Dennis, man. He is really awesome, John.
He's been a good partner so far. So, I really like Dennis so far too. We met quite a long time ago. Whenever it came to bots, and he's helped me out in lots of different ways. So we have a pretty good I would say I have a better relationship with Dennis than I really do my dad. So he is a really smart guy and really good at a lot.
And he's a very good listener, and then he can take that information. Guys, you got to do a strategy call. Learn from him that you can be a better coach, and then he takes that and he can see a plan for you. He's very detail-oriented over me. I'm the big vision, but he comes up with, he gave me some real good tips, and it's like, when people give you tips, you're like, I should know this. I coach this. But when it comes to yourself, you often need people to tell you what you tell other people. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I just wanted you to know what a blessing that is, that we have that opportunity to get strategy from.
Well, I'm glad he can be. I'm really glad he can be helpful and he can be useful there, because when I started this Facebook group, essentially me and him talked about it and talked about the strategy and talked about it, and we really left it up to that. It was really kind of his job to manage this entire group and make sure that the group is successful, because although the endeavors of the group are meant to essentially satisfy my dreams and the goals for Tier 5, I don't technically want to do those neither. There's one thing that I want to do, and that's build cool fucking shit. That's literally what
that works. Woo! That we all make money on. Yep.
Correct. Now I need money for working capital, and I need money so that everybody else makes money and contributes to the same ultimate goal. But ultimately, I don't even want the money. The money I want just to the extent so that I can be in my little fucking bat cave making fucking cool shit is what I really.
Yep.
Now, can you guys all take all that stuff and sell it, and everybody can make lots of money? Yeah, hell yeah. What am I gonna do with all my money? I'm just gonna make more cool shit, because I don't really.
Wifey's like, oh, wait a minute. Mama wants some new clothes there, Daddy.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody got to live. Everybody got to enjoy themselves, obviously. But my goal in life and my dream in life isn't to have fucking mansions and Ferraris.
But we need money to come to India. We need money to fly in.
Sure, definitely. I
That's
agree
on
there.
our goal list. I just want to say how smart I think you are, because you have this company and you're building a team of affiliates that love your software, that we can go out there, and then we have this strategy coach, who can already know the software. He gave me so many ideas I was unaware of. Just amazing. I'm proud of you, John. You're doing awesome, man.
Thank you. Well, you guys are doing awesome too. So we're all kind of in this together. What's up, Josh? Wallach.
I saw you, Christopher.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm joining in for them as long as I can.
Yeah, no problem. I know you're working, Hector. Are you not on the team, Hector? Messaging me. You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
You see Facebook?
Oh, they see I sent him puppy hearts.
So our meeting officially starts. It always starts at 1. So I myself like to actually be prompt.
There's Hector.
What's up, Hector?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, Hector, how long till you're a dad? How long?
I wish it was like, buying a ticket on Ticketmaster, where you just kind of
Pop up. I bet your wife does too.
Yeah, it's not really like booking a flight, unfortunately. So
no bot set up for babies yet, huh?
Yeah, none of that.
Delivery date chosen.
Delivery date August, but I think it'll be here sooner. So.
Oh, I've got a niece coming in August too. So 2 beautiful little girls. Well, you got a boy and a girl. Maybe they'll date someday.
Brenny, we were talking about important stuff before I came on.
Hector, we could be related.
Hey, Rachel. Charles, what's up? Tracy, hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. So look, I gave you guys I gave you guys a link. That link, just to click on that, that just basically says that you attended this particular meeting. So you get credit for coming to this actual meeting. So typically, I like to start on time. Hector, I know we got a couple things that we need to talk about, something particularly that you want to talk about. The first part of the meeting is always essentially just for you guys to go in and give a brief report as far as progress this week, what you did this week, if you did anything, if you did nothing, how much time you spent doing that, and if you have a plan, coming up, or if you have any inherent blockers, something that you need from me or somebody else before you can actually accomplish your goals and dreams or whatever's on your list of shit to do. So who the fuck is gonna start? Who's gonna go first? Are we gonna wait forever, or is someone just gonna jump in?
No, I'm jumping the gun because I have limited time,
Let's do
and
it.
I'm just gonna go into it saying the week was fun. A lot of stuff went going on. I'm really prepared. I attended one of the success sets with Leo. I worked on some of the personal posts. Talked to one of my friends about Tier 5. I've really tried to research some more. And it's just taking day by day because it's a learning process, and I'm still starting so fresh that, to be honest, I'm taking more of a background kind of acknowledgement of what's going on so I can lead it to what we need first for the team. So that's my overall objective, and from day to day, so still applying it as learning all the new stuff that we learn every single day. It's moving so quick, it's crazy.
So you still you still feeling like there's value in the community, and you're getting your money's worth for your membership and your
Absolutely, and it's not even a question of the value that's already hidden here and the future. So that's not something that I ever put myself into. It's more of a, how am I using the value that I have and applying it correctly to execute my goals and help everybody else, because we're all here to grow. So that's kind of where I'm standing, and that's how I see everybody else doing. People move faster than others, so it's a marathon.
Any blockers, anything that you need from me or anybody else on the team to help you out?
No, I definitely just need to connect more and learn everybody's little thing more, because I feel that's what I'm missing. So gun-ho of connecting without making real connections and really getting to know every single person, because the core is going to be who I rely on the most. I actually will say that me and Christopher Campo, happy birthday, by the way, was able to connect a lot deeper and understand a little bit of each other's goals, which was really, really good for ourselves. So that's, my little side note, and that's what I have to update, and, go Tier 5, right? Go team.
Thanks, Josh. And yes, if you guys have cameras, if you could just turn them on. And yeah, happy birthday, Chris. I know it's your birthday.
Do we have Tier 5 t-shirts or coffee mugs yet?
We do have t-shirts. We can all you guys have some t-shirts. We do actually have t-shirts. But
all right, guys, I gotta exit because I'm actually on the clock. So I'll see you guys soon. I'll be back when I can.
See you, Josh.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Josh. Well, I'll go next because I'm really shy. Had a crazy wild week, but still managed to get a strategy session late last night.
You almost died, right?
I almost died. So, it was a rough week. I had a severe allergic reaction to allergy medicine and had to go to the emergency room, but then I almost sunk our boat because we had a big storm. So yesterday I almost died, but then I couldn't be here and go to India in August. So anyway, through those adversities, you sometimes get clarity on what's important in life. And so I set a strategy call up, even though I was not in really great mindset. So I said, perfect time to have a call with Dennis, who will snap my ass back in line. And he gave me great strategy. I also am excited because we're going to be doing the Tier 5 Summit. I'm excited. I'm interviewing a gentleman tomorrow that has 100,000 people. He's added to his mini chat in 9 months. And next Wednesday, I'm doing a live call with a gentleman who does funding to get cash to grow your business. So that if you have people that need financing for coaching or software or something, we're going to be doing a live call on that. Hopefully, Wasili and I will get some people in our class that we want to do for mini chat and chat fuel to get people started. And then we just, Janie Pop and I have been working on text in bulk. And I think she sent me the right link to the video I had missed where you showed the text in bulk in the Magics app and how you could track when they're on the web page. Is that the one that says learn about Magic Zap video?
Yeah, I think so. I can try to find it and give it to you. I can tell you that next week probably early next week, we're actually going to release an integration in text and bulk, another keyword that will essentially allow you to create custom links. Like you can create a link to a website and embed like the business name and embed their phone number, embed their email, and then embed that in another short code, which will send it to Magic Zap and give you back a short link and give you the short link in your text message so that you can essentially have one landing page and install Magic Zap. And that landing page could be like a lead connection page where you can put the business name in, and you can have a contact form that has the business phone number and the business email, so it appears like you've already created a page specifically for that business to generate leads for that business, and it can just be one simple landing page that you can spam out to fucking everybody in the world if you want to.
Super fantastic. You keep making it easier and easier for us as long as we take action and watch the training and apply it. So, and then just, so Jenny Pop and I were talking about, we're going to dig into text in bulk this weekend and Magic Zap and learn that aspect that you taught. So thank you for your training. Appreciate it.
So you're good and don't have any blockers or nothing that you need from us, and you're doing fine?
I feel I'm doing really good after my call with Dennis. It refocused me on really where I needed to put my time and energy and how to go about it. So yes, I'm doing good, but you know, I'll message you. He's like, I might take her off my friends list. Wasili says that too, I think.
Yeah, weren't you hacked or something with your messenger? Because I get some strange, weird messages from you. Just kidding.
Hey, and it doesn't matter how many bad things I hear about you, Brittany. I'm not going to take you out of my friends list. I like the rotten eggs.
Thank you.
I like those bad apples.
I'll go next. I had this week was catch-up week. We had quite a few clients to deploy that we've just been working on their projects. But what's nice is integrating the softwares and hearing them talk about like invoicing you as if it's like, it's just funny to hear my clients bring up invoicing you and like, oh, are we going to use it? And it's just, it's just funny. So we're utilizing them as part of our services that we're offering. And I think that's just one of the routes for us. I also put together a video series. I realized that when people came into our bot, we didn't have a way for them to get educated on the program. Sorry for the planes that are coming over. But so we have a 3-part video series that basically walks them through the affiliate program and really the opportunities in the group. So that'll be deployed with the webinar that we're doing next Friday. So should get easier for you guys. That's kind of our goal. So we'll do the selling for you. You guys just bring in, get butts in the seats.
Yeah, I like that. You sell, we get seats. Great stuff. Yeah, it's always works when you have one webinar with all those people promoting. I think we need the time to promote actually, because with Build a Wall we had one day the time to promote a webinar, so it didn't work out. So we need at least 5 days in advance to promote the webinar, so we can run ads and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, you got 7. All right, you got 7. Hector gave me the copy for it. I'm essentially updating. I'm updating essentially what's called the affiliate welcome screen, which is a custom welcome screen in the bot. It is the welcome message that you get in the bot if you have been referred to the bot from an affiliate, with information copy that Hector's provided about the actual webinar itself and some registration for the webinar, so that all you guys have to do is promote the affiliate link to the chat bot. And whenever they go in, they'll actually be educated. They'll be educated about the webinar, and then they'll also get these 3 videos that Hector is talking about sent to them to be able to consume before the actual webinar. And then obviously once the webinar is there, they'll get a notification about the webinar, get a notification about the actual replay, and they'll be registered in the bot with your affiliate link where anything that they buy you'll get credit for. I mean, Hector will talk about that a little bit later after we get through essentially the pseudo stand-up that we do here. So you're good, Hector. I know you're definitely good. You don't have anything really blocking you or that you need from any of us, right?
Brenny's blocking me at all points.
Brenny?
At every entry level, she's outside.
No, I'm just like, come on, let's set a date. Are you ready? What do you want me to do? I'll build a Builderall website for you. Tell me what to do. Email sequencing? He's like, Chill.
No, I'm good, John. I'm great.
Chris, you were supposed to go first. If you remember, man, I told you that right before the meeting. I was like, bro, you got to go first. You're the first one here.
Nah.
You don't remember that? I said that take leadership, that take charge. Observation.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I'm old. I'm getting old. So now I'll go. So my week was so far good. I mean, the training session we had on Wednesday was awesome. So I took action after that. I got a client at the other day. I wrote that, so it's cool.
You got a client? Could you give us a little bit juicy details about that client? How much money they giving you?
It's 1.8K.
And
it's around. I think it's around a work of 10 hours. I think.
And what currency?
In dollars.
Cool. So 2K client, 10 hours worth of work, $200 an hour.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And they can upsell after that for sure a bot, because they will need that. They have a lot of the ideas they have. I presented some small, I say, oh, cool stuff. Okay, I said, okay, slow down. We make first your page, you prepare everything, and after that we go for the bot. It's no problem. So yeah, so far it's cool. Yeah,
Well,
I'm happy with
on that. Happy to hear that. So what else? You got a client? What else?
In a few hours, I have 2 calls with other customers that are interested for a page as well, a web page, and 2 for bots. So preparing this stuff. So yeah.
So anything you need from us? Anything that you need from us that's stopping you from being able to do what you need to do?
No, not really, because I mean the community is so much posts, so much videos. I mean, yeah. I'm the type of guy, hey, you can type the search, you find everything, and when I have to, I ask. So, yeah, no, it's good.
Great.
All right, I'll go. So, you know, I'm not the techiest person in the world. I'm an artist. I like to draw and paint and that type of thing. So the Zapier connection and the Twilio stuff, that was like, I know not challenging for most of you, but for me, it's a little bit challenging, but I got through all that on my own this week. And so I'm rocking and rolling with that. And the text to bulk, like Brenny said, learning that. I got rid of my day job. So that was one of my biggest accomplishments of the week. So, or part of it anyway, so that I've freed up my time now just by delegating the work out to the employees that I had. So I don't have to, you know, I just keep watching you, John, and I'll go, that's what I've got to do. Give it to them to do. So that was big for me. I went to Leonardo's thing on Wednesday, and that was awesome. I think that's exactly what I needed, just to think about the mindset and the strategy. That's exactly what I'm missing, is strategy from beginning to end. Like, I have a product, I have affiliate stuff I'm working on, and then your stuff I'm trying to sell. So I'm just spinning my wheels, working a little bit on each thing without a strategy all the way through. So I sat down and actually did like a little flow chart of a couple of the things that I'm working on and how I could see it from beginning to end. I don't know if that's the correct way or not, but I just kind of went by what Leonardo was saying. And then I have a meeting on Monday with Dennis, like Rennie said. So that will be like, I have my own sketch, but I'm hoping Dennis will confirm what I need to do all the way through, or, you know, say, hey, yeah, that's good. That's not like, I'm just trying to get a game plan from start to finish for one thing, like either one product or your products I'm trying to sell, or, but I'm just interested in so many things. I'm all over the place. Like, I want to do local businesses and, you know, products. So I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I'm all over the place with it, just doing little bits and pieces on everything. And I feel like nothing was coming together all the way through. So I'm trying to focus on that and just get one thing to focus all the way through. And then I also connected with Danica, who's right here in Michigan, an hour away from me. So that's pretty cool too. Closest person to me. I'm excited about that.
So when you said you went on this journey, you're not a tech person, but you went on this journey to do all this Zapier stuff and all that integration. Did you by chance document this at all so that you can use it to show other people, like, hey, I'm not a tech person, but here's me doing this and I did it, you can do it too.
Right, I haven't, but Brendy and I talked about that earlier today, and that's something that I want to do, just to simplify it in my words, like, you know, like you said, non-techie person's words, like, hey, this simplify it. It's this and this. It's simple. Like when I saw all those dots for the API, I thought, what are all those dots? You know, I didn't know to click the little eyeball, but you know, just little stuff. I know it's minor, but yeah, that's on my plan definitely to do this week.
So is there anything that you need from us or from me or anybody on the team for you, or are you good? Is anything blocking you from doing your job that we need to provide to you?
Not yet, just because I'm not through all the training you've already provided. I'm still going through it all. So I'm sure there's going to be a minute when I definitely need some help, but yeah, I'm still going through the stuff we have right now.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Shane. Greg, turn that camera on, buddy. I want to see if you're really looking like that right now, man.
You're funny.
That
Hey, I got the monkey
real?
hat on. I got the monkey hat on right now, John. How's it going?
It's good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Doing good.
Who wants to go next? Anybody want to go next?
Can I just follow on from Jane? Because I think me and Jane are quite similar in where we're at with different things that we're trying to sort of promote and be involved in and getting that focus. So my goal for this week was it was still to get an idea and get a direction of where I want my persona page to go. Like, what do I want that to sort of show? And I had a bit of inspiration because I've written an ebook for chatbots, which I started last week as a little lead magnet. And when I was doing sort of research for that, I came across another sort of bot which gave me a bit of inspiration. So I've got an idea now of how I can integrate my persona bot with like sort of me and the techie stuff as well. So I was kind of struggling to see how I could put it all together, but I've got a bit more clarity on what I can use it to show. So I haven't built it yet. I'm just like mapping it out because I want to have it all mapped out and see what direction do I want to take people before I start sort of going into chat fuel and building it out, if that makes sense.
That makes total sense. So is there anything that's blocking you or anything that you need from us?
No, do you know, I don't have any blocks in terms of, because I know what I need to do. My problem is at the moment it's time. I'm teaching 4 days a week. I've got a network marketing business and I've got a new distributor there who's like zapping all my time because I'm out on appointments with her like after school because it's face to face. So it's really just time. You know, hopefully about another week, I think I'll need to dedicate to give her to get her sort of fully trained and like confident going out on appointments on her own. And then, you know, I can sort of have more time to do the online stuff. But there's no blocks other than finding the little bits of time that I can use to do this. With still being able to do my day job. Ideally, I'd love to just not do the day job, but unfortunately, that's what's bringing in the money at the moment. And it's a vicious circle, isn't it? Because if I gave it up, I would have more time to do this. But it's taking that leap, isn't it? And it's the school holidays. I've got 4 weeks left of school, and then I've got 6 weeks off. So I'll be able to make a dent and stuff then, and sort of focus more.
So you got a plan. I don't want you to get overextended. So I don't want you to get overextended because you have other obligations. So don't wear yourself out. I would like to say, and I would like to say this to you, Lindsay, and to everybody else here. If you look inside this group here, you know, our little group, like you can see this post right here. Pretty much everybody that commented on this post has failed this post. Almost everybody. And then there's another comment here. There's another post here. somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to find it and put it in here. Oh, this one right here. Okay, here's another post, and almost everybody that's commented on this post has also actually failed what the purpose of this post is. But, and the reason I'm telling you this, Lindsay, and everybody else, is Lindsay, I don't need you to go out there and fucking learn chat fuel and how to build a fucking chat fuel bot, because literally I got 7 developers in here that don't cost me hardly any fucking money at all. And at any time, if I could actually see that you had a real plan and a real structured plan, that you could say, hey, this is what I thought of, this is what I think needs to be done, and that's actually planned out but isn't built, that could literally just be handed over to a developer for them to go actually build the thing if it was substantial enough for them not to have to use their own creative brain, which they can do whenever it comes to development. They can use their own creative brain whenever it comes to development, but they're not going to use their own creative brain whenever it fucking comes to pre-qualifying somebody or what aspects actually needed to be in a bot for a specific niche that you want to build. Why? Because they're engineers. And if they could do that, they'd cost me a lot more fucking money, all right? But they can build this thing. So if you actually had a structured plan, like, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to go after, and here are all the actual components that need to be in the bot, and you could just write that out. You could skip the whole process of actually building a bot, because I could take that and I could see, okay, Lindsay's got her shit together. She's obviously planned this out. She knows what needs to be done so she could attack the market and attempt to sell this. I would just take your plan, I'd assign it. I'd be like, Lindsay, don't worry about building this shit. I got a bot developer. It's going to take them 3 days or 17 days or whatever. I just have them build it for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So who wants to go next? Anybody wants to go next?
Yep, let me. Okay. Yeah, actually, what you were saying, John, that's what I'm doing. So I'm focusing on sales and not on building. So I built a bot this week for a customer. It's a health and fitness, but it was already in the pipeline with ManyChat. Also supplied them a BA, also website with the package, and also Facebook ads, that kind of stuff. But I want to focus purely on the sales. So I built a website this week. It's almost finished. To focus on getting people really excited about bots. So I have a network which I'm now approaching people. If they want a bot, so we can do everything with your team. So I don't build them myself anymore. I build my own bots maybe for my own website, but I really want to focus on getting sales and outsource it to you guys. So that's what I want to do. And this week actually was a bit weird because I had a lot of family stuff, so I never worked. So not much time as this week. I think 8 hours a day or something. So normally it's about 12 till 16 hours a day. But I had a lot of stuff with the family, with the kids. They had a 4-day even hiking from school. So I was one of the leaders of the teams there. But anyways, in between, had some Zoom calls with people actually want to join Tier 5. So I hope to get even with you and Greg this weekend. And so those Zoom calls actually, those people are still hesitating. You know, they want to know everything, and you send them all information. So it will be very good once we have a real sales page which we can use to send to the people where actually everything is in it. We already have one, but more focused on getting people in, and maybe some videos in it from our team. People actually are using it. So for the social proof testimonials, the kind of stuff. So people actually want to jump in, they see that it's working for us already because we already make money. I think a lot of us already make money with Tier 5. But I see a lot of opportunities with Tier 5 in my network. So so I'm planting seeds. I work together with Brandy, with Jane, with Lindsay, and some other people. Also with Jim, also in our team. And also have some ideas with Hector to do. So it's rolling. So
So
I'm happy. Yeah.
You're good. You're not blocked by us. You don't really need anything from us. It is on the agenda. It's actually on the agenda for today's meeting to reiterate to you guys that we do need actual social proof. We do need some type of So it does not have to be a stage thing. Obviously, I don't want it to be a stage thing, but it does need to be some type of social proof that if somebody fucking watches this shit, they're like, well, fuck, I want to sign up for that, because that is going to help everybody. The people that you refer, your testimonial, and everybody else's testimonial on this team is going to help drive those people and say, okay, fuck it, I'm in, I'm done. So that is something that we need to collect. I've got one from Wasili already, and I've got one from Junior already. I've got a couple textual ones, like Jane, I think you provided a textual one. Lindsay, you provided a textual one. And I think Josh provided a textual one. Some of you guys have actually provided a textual one. But we need more. These are all the ones that have actually been submitted. If they can be submitted in a video format and some type of textual format somewhere, we can throw them on a lander, which ultimately is going to help you guys just increase more conversions. So that's on the agenda to talk about later. So that's a blocker that you have. I'm going to try to get that from everybody. So you've already given yours, so I got to get all these other fuckers to give theirs too.
Do you have a specification, John, of how long, exactly what you want said and covered?
No, hell no. I don't want to script them, but I mean, you think of it, Greg. I mean, the testimonial is a collective thing from all of us, and your testimonial, whenever somebody sees your testimonial and you're referring somebody, you want that testimonial and the testimonial from all of us collectively. If anybody watches it, for the person, the viewer, to be like, shit, yeah, I need to get in on this. I want to join this. I don't want you guys to lie, and I don't want you guys to make stuff up by all means. I mean, if you lie and make it up, maybe that helps, maybe it doesn't help, but I'm not asking you to do that. But I am asking you, if you're going to go make a testimonial, at least present yourself in a way that, you know, you're feeling positive. Like, if you don't want to say I'm making all this money because you're not actually making all this money, then surely don't mention that. Don't say, well, there's a lot of opportunity, but I'm not actually making any money yet, because that hurts the testimonial. Don't talk about not making money. Talk about the things that are actually providing value and the things that you like and the reason that you're actually in it. For you, Greg, I mean, you already got fucking like what, $800 a month residual coming in from the people that you've actually recruited in. So that's a great thing that you could talk about in your testimonial. Like, look, I'm already making, you know, $800 a month from this opportunity in a month or whatever.
No, yeah, I wasn't saying about fudging anything like that. I was just talking about an example. If it's going to be used on YouTube, it's Instagram, possibly.
They're going to be used. They would be used on landers. I mean, obviously, it would be something that's going to be used on a landing page that you guys can direct traffic to, that you can put on your own landing pages that you could use, and you could extract those videos to put in your Facebook ads as well, right?
So tier 5 general, just whatever you want to say about tier 5, however long you want. I usually kind of keep it to like 15 to 60 second long, and try to be directed at the target of what we're trying to sell or put it out for. Anyway, that's okay. Cool.
It's for us to collectively to help us make our conversions easier, because there's all of us saying, hey, this is a great opportunity.
Cool.
Anybody want to go next? I'm assuming no one wants to go next, so we can move on. Nobody else wants to report.
I'll go next.
Just do weekly stuff? Like,
It's just a weekly report. What you did this week? Did you make progress? What are you going to do next week? Do you have any issues that you need this or need that?
Dealing with, just my mom that went in the hospital this last week, so that was pretty brutal. The cardiac care unit. And having to move, so that's a pretty big deal here. Housing shortage. Been still working on funnels and building things as time has allotted, and just going through softwares and things as I can, and also with my tech team. You know, we work together on that, so I do a lot of the video, the other stuff like that, and people work on tech. Kind of same as you. I'm very interested in the bots, the course, with some things that were happening, John. So I definitely want to go through that when I can pretty quick and see those things and go through that. And I just heard Wasili and you talking about when customers and clients want bots built, I'd like to know a little bit more of the parameters of that, of outsourcing that to you, and what is all involved with that, because that really intrigues me, so I don't have to bog down my tech guys with stuff that you do anyways. We can focus on stuff that we do, right? So that's really of interest, and I like that. So I definitely want to dig into that pretty quick. So I guess it's one of the links in the chat bot to get into the course and to get that all set up and to go through that. The one thing I'm not clear of is the actual course itself that you said that we can go through, we can watch, we can use, and we can sell. The one that you built out, the 150-hour course, I don't know how to access that. I haven't got an email on that.
It's in the bot. If you type in team info, it's in the bot. If you type in team info, it will be like, hey, here's chatbot courses, mini chatbot course, chat fuel chatbot course.
Team info, cool.
If you guys have a chat fuel bot, if you guys have a bot that's set up on chat fuel and you're like, yo, John, I want your mini chat course, or I want your chat fuel course, then you just tell me the bot, give me admin access to the bot. I'll copy that over from my bot to your bot so that you'll have everything there, and all you need to do is set up a keyword into that thing. What's up, Leonardo?
Now, out of curiosity, nothing is able to be transferred to any other bot. They're bot specific. There's nothing that's transferable from one platform to another.
That's correct. I mean, they are transferable, but a human person has to go in and transfer one thing to another thing. So
you're static. You're breaking up a lot there with your mic, John.
So because my monkey's IoT device is causing interference, I call this shot collar an IoT device because I don't want to offend people that I shot on for discipline. But no, you can't just transfer content over from MiniChat to Chat Fuel. It's got to essentially be rebuilt, kind of like you can't transfer Lander from ClickFunnels to Builderall. You can transfer the concept by manually building it. So.
Oh my goodness, Convertry. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but that does. You can import websites from WordPress and other complete different platforms, and you can import all the websites, the pages.
That don't help us, Greg.
No, but the idea, the concept, Chatvago or your bot, imagine that you could literally take and import any, like ManyChat, Chatfuel, whatever the competitors.
That's such a complex thing. That's such a complex thing. I gotta have a scraper with a fake Facebook account that goes in and actually queries a bot, receives the response, transfers the response. Leave that, bro. That don't help us. That's so much. That's 1,000 hours worth of development right there. So it can be done. We can do it, but that's that work.
Okay.
You come back tomorrow. You come back tomorrow with fucking 300 affiliates, bro. That'd be the first thing I fucking build, and I'll put the Greg Blazer fucking chatbot transformation tool, and that was what we'll call it, buddy.
Hey,
Careful.
John,
if you say it, I'll hold you to it. I bring 300 guys. I'll count.
John, Darla put a message in chat that she's at the dentist, so can't talk. If you want to read through what she did.
Anybody else want to go next? You're good, Greg. No blockers from us. Nothing you need from us, right? You're good.
All right, I go next.
Is that Alex?
Yes, Alex.
That's not me. That's staticky. That's somebody else.
Yeah. Right. Static coming from somewhere. Well, I jump straight to it. Right, 3 weeks into Tier 5. I'll just speak on the perspective of Tier 5. 3 weeks. I have one potential whom I'm speaking in terms of getting as an affiliate. He's more or less like an insurance salesperson. I've known him for a long time. So in terms of, I'm still going through a learning curve, but I've already started setting up the systems, processes and systems to promote Tier 5 alongside the other products and services I have in offer. The target market audience that I should be going for, starting, first of all, this weekend, I'm going to just obviously familiarize myself with, which I've been doing anyway, with I'll probably most likely produce videos for over the weekend, just to familiarize myself and just document it. So I'll cast it as a journey I'm going through. So I won't present myself as an expert, but I'm just basically going to present myself as a person going through a journey, producing videos for this. The audience that I should be targeting, I have quite a big audience with LinkedIn, which is growing. I get about 20 to 30 requests a day on that. So I haven't really gone into that, but I should be tapping into that because I think this will apply to this type of thing. One thing I found with Tier 5 is that I noticed that I can't get individual affiliate links for the Tier 5 software. That's the Zap, that's the text involved and all that. How do I get about that? Because obviously I type in team info.
Yeah,
but I was only
those you can type in just link. Right now you don't get those. Right now I don't provide those to you. I just provide you an affiliate link to the chatbot, an affiliate link to the lander page, because inside the chatbot, whatever price preference that you put, if somebody inquires about that product, they'll automatically be served up your affiliate link. And I like people purchasing from the chatbot as opposed to just a landing page, because then I can associate that person in Messenger with who just purchased. If they go straight to an affiliate link and you drive them just to an invoicing you link, I have no way to associate with them with who they are in Messenger. So I prefer everybody to get the link whenever they go out to pay for the thing, for that to initiate through Messenger. So once they purchase, I can associate that purchase with somebody that's actually inside Messenger.
Okay, let me just provide a case in point. So suppose someone is interested in say, Robocop or text in bulk. How do I, and obviously they say, I like it, I like the idea, I like the concept, I want to buy that. What happens? How does it work out?
Well, how can they buy it? You can just say, hey, here's my affiliate link for the Tier 5 chatbot. Click on that, and then whenever it takes you to the landing, click on software products, and you're interested in text in bulk, just click on that. Now they're going to see information about text in bulk. If they click buy now, it's going to open up a payment screen that's your affiliate link, but it's also going to have their Messenger ID embedded in it. And it's going to be whatever price you told the chatbot that you want to sell text in bulk at, or invoicing you or whatever.
So because what I would need to do is instruct them, because obviously buyers are lazy that way. So I need to instruct them that way, right? Okay.
That's part of what me and Hector are going to be talking about in the webinar. I'm assuming that's one of the things.
Yes, make it easy for them to buy
things inside there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it really in a nutshell. Nothing milestones. I'm hoping to start. The focus will be on sales really, and then creating the platform to augment the sales that is required from me. Yeah, that's it.
So you're good, and you don't really need anything from us, except for something I could do is provide a way for you to actually get the individual affiliate links.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Guys, just keep in mind, you see that there's 19 of us. So if you guys were my employees and I were paying you, if I hear 3 seconds of awkward silence, I yell at my employees and I'm like, why the fuck are you guys quiet? Because your 3 seconds is multiplied by 19, which is almost a full minute of silence that are there. So feel free, if you haven't reported, just report, and your report could be like, fuck you guys, I don't want to report. I got nothing to say. Let's move on.
Yeah. Hey, I'll go next, John.
Awesome.
Hey guys.
Hey, Tracy.
Let me turn on my camera. Hey guys. So I'm pretty new to the group, to Tier 5, but I did go through RoboContact through all the training. That's the one I'm focusing on first, and I have yet to actually send out any contacts yet. So that's on my to-do. But before that, I need to create marketing material that I can use when I send out my information. So that's on my to-do list. Things that I've completed this week. So I'm creating a quiz to qualify leads to identify a good prospect or business for a use case scenario for bot services, since I have not sold any bots yet, and that's on my agenda. So I've created that, and one of my successes this week, I was actually contacted by a lead from LinkedIn of all places. I didn't even think my profile was optimized for LinkedIn, but he actually contacted me. I had a consult with him yesterday, and so I'm process of drafting a proposal for him. And it's going to entail website design, funnels, lead generation, everything but bots. So I'm going to save the bots for an upsell down the road. And then later on today, I have a call with someone that contacted me that has a white label service for Builderall, and I think he wants to partner with me with services to provide stuff for Builderall. So not so much to report yet for Tier 5, but that's what I have so far.
Great, and nothing blocking you that you need essentially from us?
No, I had my call with you earlier today, so I understand that there's a webinar next week on Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and hit up my contacts, try to get as many of them as I can to that webinar, and then hopefully get some sales from that.
Cool, and just keep in mind, all you guys, that this is not a Tier 5 team. So although Tier 5 is associated in this, the whole purpose of this is not to make this a Tier 5 party. This is a you party. This is about everything that you guys are doing in your own journey, how that relates to Tier 5 and how it doesn't relate to Tier 5, just to make sure that you guys are, if Tier 5 can help you and I can help you, great, but it's not just limited to Tier 5. It's just you and your journey, and if you're making progress or not. If you're not making progress, hopefully as a team, we can tell you to get your fucking shit together, or, you know, hey, sorry, you almost died this week, Brittany. Hopefully next week you won't die. And, you know, it's for us to encourage and really just help each other. So
awesome. So happy to be here.
Hey, Tracy, if you're doing you're sending out cold emails specifically for bot services, is that correct?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, that is one of my objectives. Yes.
So I posted in the Tier 5 group. I'm looking for it, and I'll post it in the chat here. It's like, I don't know, 15 or 16 cold email scripts that you can adapt. So
okay.
That might save you some time in getting started. So I'll find that, throw that into the chat for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, John left. So someone go next so I don't have to yell. Who's left? Let's get us out of here. Who can bring us home?
Shelly.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Can hear you loud and clear, Tom.
Okay, great. Well, hey, listen, I finally got my persona page, some posts on there. I used Replug as a link widget creator, and I've been posting on some other pages that I want to share on my persona page. Am I correct in assuming that it's Magic Zap that has the widget creator for doing the same thing?
No. So Magic Zap one of the features that's being built into Magic Zap right now is essentially a replug killer, so that if you take the Magic Zap and install on your website, anybody that's using Replug can't iframe your site and then add little overlays in it, just like they can on Facebook. But no, what Magic Zap does is allow you to essentially grab data from a URL parameter, and based on that, either fire a process off in Zapier, or based on that, change content on your website to be overwritten with the data coming in. So essentially, you could have a website that says company name wants to do business with you, right? And then that company name you can essentially populate from a URL parameter, so that you can pull a lead from RoboContact or text in bulk, and you can send them to your landing page with that company name embedded in it. And now your website will literally reference that company name, so that you can provide customized dynamic content for any of your leads. That's what Magic Zap will do. Either that, or fire a Zap process where you can take the data coming in from the URL and say, oh, hey, like you can embed somebody's phone number in the URL, and because that phone number is embedded in the URL, you can fire off a Zap that will say, call this person. So when that person actually hits the website, they can now get an incoming phone call where you can be like, hey, you're on my website. What's up? Can I help you with something? How about you give me some money?
Okay,
thank
you.
Just directly for money, do something else, but.
So anyway, I wanted to say that it's kind of overwhelming. I'm a learning junkie, and it's just kind of overwhelming, all the different things that are going on here. I'm just kind of scooping it all up and kind of looking at what I need to concentrate on. I did a mind map this week of all the different softwares I'm trying to learn, and it's incredible. didn't realize had so many things on my plate. So I'm going to go back to studying and learning RoboContact, and I'm doing a Udemy Zapier course to get all my integrations together on that, and just concentrate on getting that going. And then I'd like to take advantage of the your bot building service and start to do some magic, some magic with that, selling bots and using the software to get those leads. That's where I'm at.
Cool. So no blockers or anything, nothing that you need from us for you to continue. You can continue on your own just fine.
No, for me, I'm working a full-time job still, so and I'm doing this part-time. I haven't really needed the income, so I'm kind of trying to figure out which way to go to get some money that I'm going to want to persist on. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told Tracy earlier. If you find out that the lack of a need for money is not motivating you because you actually have money, by all means, take that fucking money and go spend that on something that you can invest in yourself on. Spend it on some coaching, put it in the bank, put it in an investment where you don't have immediate tangible access to it. So you can be like, oh, fuck, I'm broke again. I need some hustle to go get some money. And if you guys actually need help and want some type of in-depth training on Zapier, and you guys come together and let me know, I do happen to be a certified Zapier expert, and I'm happy to help and provide some training there.
Can we book something now?
Can I do something right now? We can schedule it.
Can we book something in now?
It will not be a one-on-one thing, so I'm not gonna fucking
no, as a group.
But as a group, yeah, I don't think that we should do it right now.
How many people do you need?
As many people that would actually want the training. So I'd probably want a couple of them. So I'd probably want to have like at least a group of 5 to do the training.
5 people.
Cover enough questions and topics so that will be useful to everybody else in the future if they're just watching replays. I think Leonardo needs to be on it so that we can fucking make it a $5,000 training instead of a $150 training. So anybody want to go next, or are we done? Because we still got a couple things to cover if no one else wants to report for this week.
I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
And taking the steps to get my persona page more interactive. Are there Zaps available to curate content for people that like your persona page so that you can have information coming out on a regular basis, once a day, twice a week, whatever the case may be?
You could use Zaps to essentially pull in content from aggregated sources and dump it into your persona page. Sure. So it can essentially syndicate content for you. I can't say that it will essentially curate content, because curate content essentially means you go in and consume a bunch of content and then take all the non-valuable bullshit out of that content and repackage it as a new little piece of content. So it can you could use Zapier for content syndication, not necessarily content curation.
Oh, well, this is good. You see any article on any other website that might be useful or interesting, just to put out there to let people know that, hey, here's something I found. Why don't you take a look at it? You might be interested too. Let me get rid of this noise.
You could essentially set up Zapier to listen to RSS feeds of places that you're interested in their content, and then feed that data into an RSS feed to parse that data out and look for particular keywords that you want to say, hey, if this keyword's in there, then take this content and add my little custom message like, hey, here's a message about automation, and push that out to your Facebook page. Sure, with a little bit of work and thought, you could do something like that. Sure, and I could give you an example of that if you show up to Zapier training.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
So you're good. No blockers or anything that you need from us, Charles.
I guess I wouldn't call it blockers, but it's just putting the systems together. We're working on getting the automation going, so I'm sure I will have more questions.
Okay. So just for the record, a blocker just means that you can't physically do the shit that you need to do until somebody else provides you with something. Great.
Okay. Then I know they're coming.
Awesome. Anybody else want to go?
I don't know if can you hear me?
Yeah, just fine. Can hear you, can see you, everything.
Okay, hi. I'm afraid I only just joined because I only just found my message, and so I don't know if this is what you cover, but I'll just ask very quickly. You can just tell me if this is what you're part of your area or not. I'm just building a Shopify store. I'm quite overwhelmed with all different information because I've got ClickFunnels. We received training from somebody about ManyChat. I just got some more training in another group about how I could run a giveaway competition by running Facebook ads to the ManyChat. They had a massive list, and someone said, what if you don't have that? And they said, just run Facebook ads to it. And I think I've got so many different sources of information and so many courses I've got access to. I'm really confused, and I really, really need to finish my store and get my competition up and running really, really urgently. Is there any tips you could give me as to which, like trying to do the ManyChat, whether I meant to just do ManyChat with the landing page for that? Because they also said, I saw a bit of that training, it's like, hey, you can just use our landing page, or if I meant to use ClickFunnels with ManyChat. Do you know that kind of thing? Do you know, like, can you give me any tips about which of these different things to go with?
Yeah, sure. So I know almost everything. What I don't know is typically marketing stuff, and I default to Hector to help me out with that shit. I could give you what this is right now. Team meetings are essentially like you guys reporting and then making announcements. So what you're wanting, we would typically go through and help you figure out on an intake session and one-on-one sessions. So I would need, honestly, I don't know what your name is even. So because of that, I don't know any real information about you. So I can't begin to tell you like what you should actually do. For me to do that, I would need to extract some information so we can schedule a time to actually do that later to figure out everything that you're going on. And then I could give you my 2 cents, not that it's worth anything more than 2 cents.
Okay, so is there a way that later we can schedule a call or something without everyone waiting, or?
Yeah. You just message me on Facebook or post in the Tier 5 group, John, I need to talk to you, or someone help me. And then like literally, trust me, if you were to go and like what you just asked, if you were to go in the Tier 5 community and put that into a textual post, so many fucking people will jump on that and help you and be like, okay, you could be doing this, this, and this. These are the things that you could focus on. So.
Okay, so I do that, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Post something in the group and try to get some group help. And then also, if you feel like you need individual help, you can reach out to me. I know Hector would probably be able to help you. Leonardo would be able to help you. Dennis would be able to help you. That's why
okay, great, thank you.
Post something in the group and let's start there and see if no one helps you. Then I'll just ping me, message me, and we'll have a chat and I'll try to figure out. Again, like I said, I'm not a marketer, so I'm just affecting. I default marketing to Hector. I'm like, Hector, what's up? What the fuck are they talking about? I don't know how to do this shit. I don't understand how to make this.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Going once, going twice, nobody else? I'm gonna call it sold. Okay, I'll just call it sold. So I had a little bit of agenda. I know me and Hector are actually working on a webinar and we need to talk about that. So Hector, we can kind of talk about that. And then after that, if anybody still has bandwidth, I had a couple things that I wanted to, some thoughts I wanted to get out of my head and ask my team members how they felt about it. So Hector, if you want, we can just kind of go over the webinar and anything that you want to talk about that.
Yeah, so our goal with this is just to make it easy because I know when I got into, old school affiliate marketing, which we didn't use the internet, it just made it easier when we had scripts and people told me what to do and I just kind of did it, and it allowed for me to kind of have creativity in the areas where a lot of the answers I didn't have to figure out on my own. So John and I are going to do a live training next Friday which is basically going to be a sales webinar, but we're going to make sure that it's valuable and that people are going to leave feeling, that they gained a ton of stuff. And our goal is to convert the entire group into, Tier 5. And we're going to do it through the bot so that you guys can, everything can be tracked and they can go on your team and you guys can get paid and stuff like that. So in a nutshell, that's what we're going to be doing. I mentioned earlier at the beginning that your job is just to get butts in the seats. I recorded a 3-part video series that they'll get leading up to the training to kind of prep them basically. But I'll share with you that our goal with this is to convert people who are looking to create passive income, who are looking to get into internet marketing or affiliate marketing. The training will be geared towards that. If they are a business owner that you want to pitch for bot services, that's kind of a different kind of webinar, but they're going to be people who we want to, I mean, our goal is that next week or in 2 weeks, whenever it is, the next team meeting after these people join is twice the size. So that's kind of our goal. So just make sure that you're bringing the right people, that they're oftentimes internet marketers or they're early, like think about where you were when you found Tier 5, and those are the people that the training is going to be geared towards. Business owners, like local businesses, a dentist, a chiropractor might be a little lost unless they're looking to get into affiliate marketing and stuff. So hopefully that just gives some clarity on who you want to target for Friday. It's Friday, so I'll just hit you with the details here. It's Friday. We're doing it at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's 6 p.m. Mountain or GMT. And then we're going to basically just give you a Tier 5 bot link that's going to register people. And then that's all you have to do is get people ready to register. And the name of the, well, it's open. I'm open to changing it with the group's input, but it's 3 ways to earn passive income without creating your own product or service. So that's what we're going to title it. It's basically for people who are looking to get started or haven't picked their path as well. So that's there's the copy. So they'll get logged in through the chat bot, and then we'll deliver a series of videos to them over the next few days to prep them.
And that's essentially I wanted to talk to you guys about. All right, is this link that we're going to give you guys. All right, since you guys are on well, not all you guys technically are on the JV team, and that's another thing we're going to talk about right after this. But for the actual JV team members, all right. This is something I wanted to ask you guys about. So for these links, so I want everybody to, whenever you put somebody into the chat bot, for them to obviously be registered that you are the person that dropped them into the chat bot, and then be registered that you're their affiliate, you're the person that referred them, so you can get credit on any of their sales, all right? So what happens right now, essentially, whenever you refer somebody into the Tier 5 chat bot, is they come right here. When it's all said and done, they come right here. This is the first thing that somebody sees whenever you refer them into the chat bot. If you share your affiliate link and somebody clicks it, the very first thing that they're going to see, considering that they haven't clicked somebody else's affiliate link. Now, if they've already clicked somebody else's affiliate link, they're going to see a different screen. Considering they're a new person that's never clicked anybody else's affiliate link and is not currently a subscriber to the Tier 5 chatbot, this is what they see. This is the very first screen that they see. It just says, hey, first name, glad to have you here. I see you referred to us by whatever your affiliate name is. Here's a gift from whatever your affiliate name is a comprehensive chatbot course. Here they can get the chatbot course, and then it takes them over to this affiliate welcome screen. Now, this affiliate welcome screen used to be this screen right here, where it would just say, hey, thanks for getting in touch with Tier 5. How can we help you today? We'd first show them the affiliate program and then give them options to check out Tier 5 software development, or talk to us about something else, all right? So me and Hector are replacing that right now, and I wanted to get your guys' gauge on it. We're replacing that right now with the affiliate welcome screen that they're gonna see is gonna now be this, which is essentially this. It is this copy right here that goes in and just gives them information about the Tier 5 community and about the webinar that we're going to be having. Ask them if they want more information, notifications. If they say yes and opt in, we're going to deliver them a series of messages. All right. So I was just wanting your guys' opinion on if you want to keep this flow where they first go in and see this information and first get the chatbot course and then come into this affiliate welcome message that talks just specifically about the webinar, or if you would like to, if you think it's better for them to bypass this where they're getting the chatbot course and just put them straight into some information about the actual webinar.
John, I think it'd be, do we have anything following up with, like after they're in, like the next day, or like 3 days later for
There are not one single sequence, not one single follow-up sequence exists in this chat box.
Well, I'd be curious to know what the group thinks about sending the ManyChat course as like a follow-up bonus. You know, because you kind of want them to get in, and then the next day, you know, if they're not going through this kind of passive income video series, like I feel like it'd be a good follow-up opportunity.
Yeah, what I think the best way to do is to reward them if they attend the webinar, and then give them a bonus, for example. Because people, once they get the ManyChat free training into the bot, I think not many people are really going to jump into that, because there are a lot of people not knowing what ManyChat is or a bot, and yeah, they want to come in, or they want to attend the webinar because they want to make a recurring income, a passive income. And I think the bot thing, sending in advance, yeah, I think that's yeah, won't work. I think something like attending the webinar and give that they attended maybe after the webinar, then you can yeah, if you draw off maybe 1 day later, draw someone out of the webinar attendees and give them a prize. So that's my 2 cents, because I think yeah, if you really don't know what the bot is, yeah, then a ManyChat course, yeah, I think it's for them no value, I think. But
people really like drawings, though. We had quite a few in our little webinar thing that I had them do the contest. They'd go in there and say why they wanted to win the bot. So I agree with you on that aspect, that people will stay to the end if there's a prize or something they can get for free.
yeah, so maybe something cool, like we also even thought about even a backpack. I have a solar backpack, for example, from Bergson. So I think
we're not giving them a backpack, Vasily, for showing up. Just kidding.
Why? It's awesome. It's solar.
When you can give them John's just recorded videos that don't cost any money for free. Now, I think that's actually a really good idea, is giving that, holding that, dangling that as a bonus for people who stayed to the end. Because that ManyChat course is you know, it's worth a lot for people to get it.
Say something.
Yeah. I think that the best is going directly to something that's going to promote what you're selling. So I would put just a really short blurb or something and go directly to invite them for, in this case, for the webinar or for the series that you're preparing, guys, directly for that, right? Because otherwise it's a distraction. About bonuses in a webinar, I don't know, there are people that give money, there are people that give different stuff. So you give something that's not a full course, not something that's so valuable, and something that's really quick to consume. Like they say, stay to the end of the webinar, you're going to get, I don't know, some kind of document, a really short document with the steps to do something really quick, easy to consume, that's not overwhelming, and it's not you are just giving them a $2,000 course for attending a webinar. It makes no sense to it.
So essentially what I'm hearing in the major consensus from the group, and thank you so much for your input. I'll tell you the same thing that I tell my employees, is that I don't want to pry your input out of you. If you have input, I want you just to freely give it like it's already been done. I appreciate that. So what I'm hearing is drop them right into the webinar. Just drop them right into the webinar and maybe add some content stating that if you stay to the end of the webinar, you're going to get a chatbot course or a backpack or some fucking cookies.
Sure.
Okay. So that'll update, and I'll drop them right into the chat bot. Hector, I think I understand all your copy. I think that I only had one question, which was essentially here. If they said no thanks, nothing happens here. Are they? I don't see where they actually get registered for a notification to get notified about the about the
Right.
webinar.
You can't see it in that picture, but the left, it says, that one on the left says registered for webinar, and the one on the right just goes to an opt-out option, like an unsubscribe option. I'd imagine that most people, if we tell them, hey, here's how you register, aren't going to click that. But when they actively don't click it, it ingratiates it a little more.
So essentially here, we would automatically register them for their webinar and for some type of updates where I'm going to add them to a sequence and let them consume those other videos that you have and give them updates, reminding them about the webinar. Here, I'll ask them, hey, do you want to come to this webinar, or are you just uninterested? And if they say, hey, I do want to come, then I'll just register that they're coming to make sure that they get a message right before the webinar to show up.
Right.
I want to add something about the flow of the bot, the way I see it, since from the copywriting point, is like we always like want to give people options, right? Put like yes or no in this case, yes, options, because we say we have the ability in the bot to give options, but sometimes you can just give one option, like yes, definitively, and it's like you're putting this thought in the head of the person, because they don't have another option. They have to pick that option to keep flowing. And it's like, we normally want to keep flowing, right? So we pick that option. Psychologically, it's like the person said it, right?
The problem is GDPR.
So that's it's something to have into consideration. And another thing is, maybe the people say, the person says, no thanks, I can take you somewhere else and say, okay, I know that you're busy. You wanna have a chat with me, or you wanna call me on the phone, or something that obviously makes sense in the bot. But try to do that. Or give an option sometimes. So it's like they are the ones saying it. Yes, definitively I want this, and they do it. They say it, so they convince themselves. And if you're going to do another option, try to take it somewhere to convert the objection. Like it says, for instance, say no thanks, says, I don't have time now. Okay? And I say, oh, you don't have time. I understand. I am a business owner too. I am busy. You want me to call you? You want to schedule a call at another time, etc., etc. So we don't necessarily have to accept that no, but convert it into something else.
Thank you. And Hector, I don't really know much about GDPR because I don't like rules and regulations, so I don't really pay attention.
Yeah, we know, John.
But are you saying that with GDPR we have to give them a yes or no option? We can't just.
I'm just saying, if you don't, you're gonna have the people who are going to sue you for GDPR. Those are gonna be the ones who hang out in your bot, and then you send them another message 3 weeks, a month later, and then they end up fucking you. Not literally in the way that you want. But I'm just a big fan. Is if they don't want to be there, let's get them out of there. And if they do, and I agree with him, because you'll notice on the next one we ask them if they want the video series, and we only give them one option. So I'm totally into that mindset. I just don't want pricks in the bot.
I got it, but the intention, I just couldn't see what the intention was over here for the no thanks. I assumed this yes was to register them for the webinar, and to also register them to some type of content sequence where we'll deliver these other videos and these other updates about the bot. I just wasn't sure what this one did, because
the other one could be the opt-out, the unsubscribe. Do you really want to unsubscribe? But I like Leo's idea of, all right, you don't want to come to the webinar. Well, here's our landing page. Check it out if you have time, or if you want to unsubscribe, you can respond stop.
Yeah, we could. I
love
could
his
drive
objection handling.
I could drive them to something. I could drive them to something that says, "Oh, okay, here's a landing page where you can collect some more information. Would you like me to send you the replay of the webinar once it's over, so you can watch it on your own time?" And if they're like yes, then once the webinar is over, I can send them out a broadcast with the actual replay.
I love it. I think that's a great idea.
Cool.
Yes, I definitely put. You give a second option. After that, you want to talk on the phone, you want to do this, you want to do that, or you want to unsubscribe. Yeah, so if you want to unsubscribe. I just give you another chance.
Cool. So the other thing I wanted to get your guys' opinion on, specifically deals with the JV team. So In the nature of transparency, as much as I love our community and I love our community group and I love having this team, in the nature of transparency, the whole reason that I actually started this team was to get fucking people who were paying one amount to actually pay a higher amount of money. That was the whole reason that I started the team, was to get people to actually pay a higher amount on their membership fee than what they actually came in with. All right. So in the nature of that, I closed down my team. I stopped letting actually new people join my team some time ago. All right. There is something you guys are probably not aware of that I do want to make you aware of, and it is in here, right here. All right. There are specific things that I don't want you guys to be offering to your team. All right. So if you look to people who sign up under you, all right, and this is something that I wanted to talk specifically with people who signed up on my team and get your input on this. All right. So I did modify this to give you things that you can offer to your team members. All right. Which is all the group benefits. It's also full access to my bot courses. And it's also 3 additional software accounts for all the softwares. The things that I put that you cannot actually offer to your team are a Zapier Teams account, have my developer actually build out a funnel for you, to do an actual intake call with people that are actually joining under you, to be part of the John Vaughn Inner Circle team, to actually be registered as a team member here, and for me to also help with their sales calls if needed. All right. So these are some of the things I wanted to take off the table. One of the reasons is I'm not going to point out any names or anything, but one of the reasons is I've noticed that some people that are actually signing up, that I'm having way too much overhead and my time invested in actually answering questions and doing shit for people who are signing up to actually be on your team, and I'm not getting any real financial incentive from that. I am getting part of the standardized membership fee, but no real financial incentive is coming to having to babysit people on your team. So part of my suggestion would be that a couple things, okay? One, like for example, let's say Tracy is here, all right? And Tracy's still here. Tracy's here. Now I had the opportunity to talk to Tracy a little bit earlier today, and I could tell just by talking to Tracy that I could see if she was actually on my team and not on one of your guys' team, that I would think that she would be a valuable asset to my team, and she could provide something of value to my team outside of just the actual membership fee. So something that I would like to talk to my team members about is what you guys think about not being able to offer this anymore, to actually, in order to be able to offer this, for your guys' team members to also be considered part of my team and participate in these things and have these other benefits, for them to either need to do one of 2 things. They need to actually provide some type of massive value for us as a core team. They need to actually be doing something that's going to benefit all of us, or they need to be on a higher membership, which is going to benefit both of us. It's going to benefit me because they're paying more money, and it's also going to benefit you because they're also paying more money. All right. So I was thinking about, there are lots of people that are registered under you guys that are kind of sort of JV team members, and I wanted to make the distinguishing factor on whether or not we should allow them to be JV team members, because some people honestly don't seem like they're actually contributing anything, and I don't really want to have dead weight on this team. If there's going to be dead weight, I want that dead weight to be dishing out some money so that we can keep our group number much smaller. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion on that.
Yeah, I want to say that this is an easy upsell, right? So I would definitely take all of that off the table and make it into an upsell. And instead of maybe call it the GB team, call it the John Vaughn Inner Circle, and make it an upsell. If someone want to be here in the meetings and get all this extra value, so pay an extra membership, not a higher membership. They have the basic membership and then an extra membership as an upsell to be part of the team.
So you mean 97 would include everything, but these 3 things we're taking off: the help with calls, the Inner Circle, and the Zapier, and the upsell would be something like 197?
That's what I was thinking. Yes, I was thinking something like, now to be on the JV team, the minimum price would be, let's say, 197. What would be the minimum price to actually participate? And I think even that's a really low value, right? So because what I want is the people on our team to, like, for example, All right, I can look at posts in our group right now, and even people on our team, their response to that post is a very, very clear lack of effort that doesn't actually provide me any value whatsoever. It doesn't actually really help me that much. So $97 a month is really a fucking small amount of money for me to waste my time with somebody and to think that, hey, you get to participate in this if you're not going to actually contribute any real value. So my thoughts would be, like I mentioned with Tracy, just from a small talk with Tracy, I could see that, hey, even if she's only paying $97 a month, I could leverage her as a team member to get shit that I would typically have to pay for, right? I could leverage her insight because she knows a lot of stuff about things that I don't really know, and I could get her to do some of that stuff, all right? So either the person needs to be somebody that you as a team member would vouch for and say, hey, this person, I do want them here, part of this, because they're going to provide massive value to us, or hey, this person isn't going to provide us any value at all, really, other than the fact that they're going to pay a higher membership fee, and our group goal is going to actually get funded much quicker.
Could we have like a 3-day, can we have like a 3-day period to push this? Because I've talked to a lot of people that I know are going to be joining, and I've learned the software better, so I can now explain it better than go through a slideshow and then upgrade this. Because I would hate to have people like, oh, well, man, because sometimes we've worked for companies where things change all the time and people really don't like that kind of stuff. So with 3-day, I mean, I could close some people in 3 days if we could push it out to that. I do like the upsell idea though too.
Well, we could wait indefinitely, but what I'm saying is it's not beneficial to me. It's really not beneficial to me to do your guys' intake calls for you because the whole purpose, like I said before, the whole purpose of that intake call is literally just to give me a strategic advantage to make sure that you guys have justified in your own brains that the money that you spend with your Tier 5 membership has provided you that much value. That's the only reason I do it. Now, that's the main reason that I do it. Now, I like to take advantage of that fact to get useful information so that, you know, ultimately I can achieve my goals by knowing information about you guys. But at the same time, Brittany, if 3 days, if you put in, let's say you put in 10 more people in 3 days, and okay, they come in on the $97 price, ultimately, are those people actually going to contribute anything of value to our team, right? To our
the ones I have would. They're geeky. You'll really like them. And yes, the Zapier was a big thing for them too. So I would hate to have to upsell it right now because I've already met with 3 of them a couple times. But you know, whatever is best for the company and best for the team, then I'll just work around that.
John, how much is what about the Zapier? Like having a small window? Because I've had somebody reach out to me, and the other things weren't a big deal, but the Zapier was kind of a big part of them wanting to join.
So let's talk about that Zapier. So I got certified as a Zapier expert, okay? I've talked to Zapier, and it's technically against Zapier's terms and conditions to sell Zapier memberships for a reduced cost, all right? And according to them, I had a very, very long chat with them several times over several fucking emails that I can show you here, about my account being in violations of their terms and services and all that fucking good shit. All these guys, probably not all these guys here. These guys here, I don't know where they're at, but definitely had a long conversation. Anyways, what it boiled down to is what they told me is that they do not want to see a Zapier account listed as additional value or an additional benefit in an offer. They do not want to physically see it listed. Now, I am allowed to put as many people on my team's account as I want, which means that it is an additional value. But the way that they would like it portrayed isn't that, hey, you get a Zapier account with this and that's worth X amount and you get it for free. What they would much rather like it portrayed as you get an expert that can help you build your Zaps. And if we take it from that approach, well, then you're not getting a $30 a month value, or you're not getting a $60 a month value by getting a Zapier account. What you're getting is a fucking expert that can go in and actually literally advise you on how to make these Zaps and how to fully leverage Zapier to implement automation in your business. And that, you can see that the value of that is much greater, where if we fucking list that, I mean, already, and I think anybody, I think definitely one dude that just had a huge strategy session with us the other day that said, fucking raise your damn prices. I think that dude would definitely agree that everything that we offer so far in the membership, if you can't convince somebody that it's worth $97 a month, they're fucking insane. And you don't want to fucking waste time with that person anyways. It's a massive value, just everything that they get in the group. So I think if they come in, if you guys really don't think that, hey, this person, like me and you, Hector, right? Like, you know 100% our relationship and the terms of our relationships. Now, why is that? It's because I know that working with you and partnering with you, there's a huge, massive value there because of all the things that you can actually provide, right? Now, if we fucking stack up a team just because they fucking can pay $97 a month and they just fucking weigh us down because they want this or they want that, that really doesn't fucking serve anybody. And ultimately, who's the one having to consume most of the time to fucking deal with these people? Ultimately, it's me, because they're messaging me, hey, well, so Lisa talk to you, Brittany said talk to you, fucking Lindsay said talk to you, all these motherfuckers are saying talk to John. Now I got to consume my time for what? For $97 a month? That doesn't really help me that much. So I'd like to figure out a way around that.
I do all the intake calls with my people when I can get to them. I don't chase them down. It took somebody 3 weeks and then they got it and really wanted them. Just so you know, I like to know about them, because then that helps me, build my team and who's the experts and who can I use, and go in your, has everybody liked everybody's pages? It seems kind of a simple thing to help people do.
Brandy, I like that, but I want to answer John's question. Can we moving forward, right, for these few that Brandy's kind of working with, maybe she can kind of still offer that to them, but moving forward, can we say like expert Zapier support, just like that's part of it, and then once they're in, like, okay, if you need it, we can get you a Zapier account, like on the hush, you know, that kind of thing, but publicly it's you get expert Zapier support from your team leader, and then the team leader has the option to get you an account if they are in our circle or whatever it is. Like, is that closer to where we need to be?
That I'm totally cool with. The big distinction that I would like to make is who is the fucking team leader. If anybody else is going to look at me and say, hey, I'm on John Vaughn's team and he's my team leader, that's the team I'm on, I want that person either paying a lot more fucking money or to have some valuable skill set that they can contribute to us as a core team to actually help us in our endeavors. I don't want somebody just to come in and fucking think that they're on my team and they get to work with me directly and I'm going to directly help them for $97 a month, unless they're actually going to do something that's really going to provide us value and allow us to scale much faster and reach our goal much faster. So maybe you guys can think about it and tell me. My ultimate suggestion, though, is I specifically kind of don't want you to. You can't specifically list this in your offer. Okay, this you cannot specifically have, because if these dudes keep emailing me, like if these dudes email me again and be like, hey John, I see you're still selling Zapier accounts, then eventually it's going to get into a situation where they're going to fucking crash my account. I'll have to fucking sign up for a new account, go back through their certification, their expert process. So what you said, yes, we can totally do, Hector. We can say expert Zapier support on the down low, somewhere that's not actually physically published somewhere. All right. And conversations, you can go in and say, yeah, we'll get you set up with a Zapier account. But I don't want you guys to actually do this, to offer this and offer this. If you have people out there that you've been telling already that I'll do an intake call with them, those people, I'm not going to renege on that, but I don't want you guys to continuously offer these things unless you're going to be offering this at a higher price. And let's say for right now, that higher price should be our next tier price, the $197. Is that something you guys are cool with and something that you agree with?
Yeah, I like that idea, because what I see it, also with the higher price, we get also real entrepreneurs into the group. You know what I mean? So people which actually can afford 197, and people actually want to work for the 197 to get money in, and so not to talk bad about other people, but you really need people which actually can contribute to the group. You know what I mean? We're here to make money also, not only wasting time with a lot of even good stuff. But yeah, what I see from experience then from Builder All, that there are a lot of people jumping in, and after 2 months they're jumping out because they pay $97. There is no money coming in, so they quit because yeah, they think to make a quick buck. So I really like the people in which are really are in for the long term and yeah, want to build a business with Tier 5 and actually yeah. For a higher price, so we make more money, and the team get also sooner founded with the goals we wanted to do with the Tier 5. So I'm really for a higher price and an upsell, like Leonardo said. I think it's also a really good thing to get an upsell in some things. Yeah. It always works when you get people in, then upsell, and then, for example, to other stuff which is very valuable for them. Yeah.
Sure, and it makes it seem like it's going to be more elite, right? If it's how elite can something be if it's in the grasp of everybody, right?
John.
Yeah.
I want to say something. You're talking about upsell. I'm talking at the same time about a higher price. I'm talking about upsell. So make a funnel out of it. So the person get into and get the basic membership. Let's say $97 a month. You strip out the membership wherever you have to strip, and they get that for $97 a month. Right away, you offer. Oh, you want to be part of the inner circle? You get this and this and this and this. And this is another offer for, let's see, another $97 a month or whatever it is. And then offer something else. Like say, hey, you want me or our team to build your bots, and you go out there and sell them, and we get 20%, you get 80% of the sell. That's a done for you upsell. And then you can put coaching, whatever on the back. But each upsell is a different offer. So it's not like they pick another tier of pricing. It's another offer. So you give the person the ability to pick as many offers as they can. And on top of that, if they can cancel an offer and keep another. But if you do one pricing, let's see, okay, I'm upgrading to another type of pricing, they're going to cancel let's say $197 a month, cancel everything. In the other way, they cancel the 97 inner circle, the 197 inner circle, and they still keep the original 97 a month. So I think it's better separating them in different offers and make a funnel of it.
So you're saying everybody needs to come in at the minimum price of $97 a month, and if they also want to be on this team, on the JV team, they need to pay a secondary membership of $97 a month or a secondary $197.
Exactly. And I think that you already have the group, so you have to keep doing this, and you already have, I don't know, 20 people. So people are going to come in and they're going to see that you're alone. So you already have the product. So you basically have to sell the access to the product to as many people they want to purchase it. They're going to give you more money, and see the affiliate more normally is going to have a percentage of that too. Is going to earn more money and is going to promote you more.
That means I really need these reviews from all the JV team members so that you guys can say, hey, I can also get you into this exclusive team with John Vaughn and with all of us that provides this much value, and here's another landing page that talks about this, and here's everybody talking about how fucking great it is and why you should join.
Yeah, normally the upsell is easier than the front end. So the front end, you do a long explanation. The upsell for people is ready. Just give the benefits pretty quick, and just the direct contact with you, with the company, and all these extra benefits can just make the sale. And you always can just change that later on, but don't get so worried about that. You normally see that the upsell is just a short video showing the benefits, and people are ready for it, they go for it.
Sure. So you guys are cool with this. If you guys have any issues with it, just let me know. Just let me know, and we can try to accommodate that. One of the things, like I said, I noticed is I just get so many fucking people messaging me some real stupid stuff sometimes, and I don't want everybody to think, hey, because I signed up under this person, I'm also on your team, so you're my team leader and you're responsible for me, because it's a lot of time and there's not a lot of benefit and value there. I don't mind it. Like I said, if the person is going to provide us some real value and be doing things for us that are actually going to help us, I don't mind it. But if not, then it's It's a real fun.
By the way, John, you right now in the chat, Tom is saying, I have to say that just being part of this group and being able to observe the inner workings have been so valuable for me. I have learned so much just by observing and taking notes. Just take a picture of that, and that's a testimonial. And a picture of something inside a webinar or inside of Facebook is more valuable because people believe it. It's not something that you wrote. You take a screenshot of that and you can use it.
And trust me, I typically do that. So I typically try to take screenshots every time I can and be like, hey, see what this person said. I got yours, Tom. But they also help if they're in a more social place as well. They also help me if they're in a more social place. So I'm pretty much good. I don't have anything really else that I know. I got some work to do for the webinar and everything. Is there anything else anybody wants to say or talk about while we're here? No? Everybody good?
I do. I just want to say thank you, because I have messaged you a couple times and asked you for a few things, and you've definitely stepped up and helped me out quite a bit. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, if you're thinking that I'm insinuating you're one of those people just fucking wasting my time and frustrating me,
I was worried about it. I was like, crap.
Totally not, Shelly. I love you.
He's like, Brittany, get off your ass. And I'm like, Shelly, he loves you and you can talk.
I was worried about it.
Because I've sat in you two's meetings and I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
what initial does that one mean? You guys are like code talking, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did think I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, crap. I'm just dead weight, and I messaged Brenny and I said, do I need to leave the group? Am I supposed to be here?
I go, Shelly, he'd let you know. He's not shy.
I would totally let you know. It's definitely not. It's definitely.
I don't want to be dead weight.
You are definitely not dead weight. You're definitely a benefit. So thank you very much.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Darla, we call those PETAs, pain in the, yeah.
I'm not talking about any of you guys.
None of us on here, right?
I'm not talking about any of you guys, but I am talking about the fact that there is a percentage of people like that. And if we just continue to offer the same offer that everybody that comes in, hey, you could also be on John's team, we're going to be stacked with a bunch of fucking dead weight. We're literally going to have, like, look today at this conversation. Our first goal is to do a report, right? Now we stack 19 people and people just ramble on and they say non-valuable shit to give their fucking report. What does that do? It wastes everybody else's time, makes our meeting inefficient, and makes our meeting less valuable. Now, if we add another 50 people in here and they all fucking do the same thing, then now we got 70 people in here it's gonna get really hectic. So I'd like to weed that out as much as possible. And I believe the dudes, if somebody comes in and they're having to pay $297 a month to participate in these meetings, they have a much more incentive to fucking participate in these meetings, right? Like right now, really honestly, some people, they're not really paying to be here because they're not actually on my team. They're on. And what was the whole incentive of people joining my team? I get to keep 100% of that, and it goes towards the tier 5 goal. Now, all the people who don't sign up directly on my team, they sign up on your guys' team. I don't get to keep 100% of that. I get to keep 40% of that, and the rest goes to you guys. So, but I also think honestly, if you guys put yourself in the shoes, if you guys all had to pay $597 a month to fucking participate on these meetings, you're going to participate a lot more because you're going to be like, fuck, I paid to fucking be there. I better not just sit there. I better talk and do something and participate. So.
Well, John, I'm seeing it in what I do with Builderall with doing the videos. Because I work for the company, I have people coming at me from every freaking direction, and they think that because I do those videos that they have the right to shoot me 50 questions and I'm supposed to take the time to answer them. And I literally have tons of messages that I can't answer that because that's not what I do. I can't spend hours and hours and hours answering everybody's questions that they have just because I'm doing the videos for the company. So I totally understand. And that's actually why I thought the way I did. I was like, oh my God, I'm sucking John's time dry and I don't want to do that.
No, I would, and you guys should all know, I'm going to be very transparent. And if at any time you guys are, Darlie, you should know this. I haven't told you because I don't feel like that. If at any time I feel like, man, you are a fucking pain in my ass, I will tell you straight up. I will not let you guess that. I'll just be like, look, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. I can't fucking deal with you. Like Greg can attest to that. Greg's asked me several things and it just has aggravated me. I'm like, dude, fucking use your brain a little bit and don't fucking bug me with this. And I don't want you guys to take any offense to that whatsoever. But if you guys are bugging me, I'll be honest and I'll let you know. So you don't have to wonder like, hey, is it me? Is it not me? You should know because I will have told you. But that's all I got. So unless you guys want to talk or bullshit or chit chat about anything else, I'm good. So I don't have anything else. These meetings.
I do want to mention that my team. I talked to my team last night in Builderall, and they're like super ready for chatbot stuff. And I've already talked to them about you, and about possibly, contracting out to do bots instead of having to learn, the whole in and out. So I'm priming them, and the hope is that we can get you in there and talking about bots. And my goal is get them to learn the basic. Here's how you do a demo bot type thing, and then say, oh, but you don't have to learn anymore because you can contact John and get this done. And so that's the whole goal with my group actually right now is teach them the power of chatbots and then get you guys to build it for them.
Cool. So we're good then, everybody? So if you need anything, just post in the group. If you need anything, have any questions or concerns, just post in the group. I'll make this recording available. That's always in team info. You can find all the meetings, previous meetings, recordings, all that good stuff. And then I will see you somewhere. I mean, hopefully I'll see you next time on the group meeting or sometime from now in between there.
Can you tag me if you find the video where you were doing the live with text in bulk and he landed on the page using Magic Zap?
I
mean, could you tell me what's the title of? I mean, I'll look for it. Is it just say Magic? You don't remember?
I don't know. I could tag you, Brenny, but then I'm gonna have to go fucking find that video. It'd probably be easier just to get on a live with you and just make a video and be like, okay, here's how you actually do this shit, and just make a new one as opposed to going in and trying to figure out where the random live stream that I did.
Okay, Up Your Sass Show Wednesday live.
Cool. That I can manage.
Boom. Done. Thank you.
See you guys.
Thanks, everybody. That's helped me.
See you next weekend, guys.
Peace and love.
See ya.
Bye. We're all trying to leave.
Nobody wants to leave. Well, you gotta leave. I got other work. I got other work to do. I gotta talk to this other person. I'm pretty sure everybody has left now, but my wife, and she's gonna be shortly coming saying, I got one guy there. Dipankar's there. Dipankar, who's out there with you, buddy? Anybody? Akash? Who else is there? Bhaskar, you're there. Subo's there too. I got a couple guys here, but they're about to leave, so I gotta do some work. Greg, what's up, buddy? You're on mute. You're muted.
I didn't get that link off you, John. If you send it to me, I can get you the info on the weekend.
What link? We talked about the other day?
Yeah, and then my address and stuff like that too. So I guess the link and the address that shipped. Unless just want to like. You did mention money instead. I could find a cost here, and I could do that. Whatever.
Yeah, they're like $400 if you just look on the Oculus page. They're like $400.
Amazon.ca.
No, just look at Oculus. Just look at Oculus.com and just look at the Rift. It's just Oculus.com. Just look at that and look at the Rift.
Yeah. Let's see.
See, it's this right here. This is a Rift. Let's add to our basket. Let's add this Oculus to our basket. Now you see $399.99.
Have you ever tried the other one? I heard that there's one, what's it called? That just has sensors.
Are you talking about the Go?
Not the Go. It's
You're talking about they got either the Rift or they got the Rift or the Go. The Rift.
The Vive. The Vive?
That is not an Oculus product.
Oh, okay.
So
You
this
heard of
is
it?
what I'm sending you. I'm either sending you a Rift or I will send you the cash value of the Rift. You're either going to get this thing right here in your mailbox or you're going to get the cash value of this thing.
So for you to just send this to me, that's a lot easier than me going through and ordering and all that kind of stuff or whatever.
I'm going to send this to your doorstep or I'm going to send you $400. I'm either going to ship this to you or I'm going to ship you $399.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Which? Yeah, sure.
1 second. Let me get back to you on 1 second on that. To Canada?
Yeah, they ship. I'm pretty sure they'll ship to Canada. I'm not sure. They say, yeah, Canada, they'll ship to Canada. It's Canadian $529. Open. I'm assuming that's the same price, but.
Let's see. Yeah, because sometimes some things don't ship to Canada. I mean, I haven't looked at this or anything like that. So
it will ship there. These guys are owned by Facebook, so they'll ship most places in the world except for Asia because Asia has really crazy trade regulations.
Cool. Just, send the cash. That's good. Then it's done. It's easy. No headache, no fuss, no muss. You don't have to type and do all that kind of stuff. And then, they ship to Canada. That's too easy. I can take care of that.
Cool.
And that's the one that has so now I never seen you wearing it. I just seen you in the game, in the VR. So there's the goggles and those head things, and you said there's also sensors or something. So there's like five objects.
There's these, the goggles, and then there's these, which are the actual. There's these, which are the actual controllers, the Rift controllers, and then there's these things that are sitting right there, that thing right there, and that's there's another one over there. As you see, one right there. And one right there. Those are the actual sensors, the Rift sensors that they actually measure where you're at in the space. They measure where you're at in reality so that they can paint you in augmented reality.
Oh, cool. So there are guns to okay, cool.
Well, they're not guns. They're sensors that locate in a space. And then essentially the gun, this thing would be the gun. So like if you're playing a game where you got a gun and you're shooting a gun, like literally this controller right here would be your gun. And this guy actually has a couple little infrared and RFID tags right here. So those sensors are able to actually see and sense so that it can locate you in a three-dimensional place. They're really cool. Trust me. You want the Go, I can't tell, but because I haven't used it yet, but it's a real lightweight version of the Rift, so it is not going to be super powerful. So because it's all on board, it's a really, really lightweight. These guys are much more powerful because the processing, the only thing that's happening in the unit is the screen, and all the processing that's happening on your actual machine, on your computer, so they can just be inherently much more powerful.
Okay. Cool.
So I'll see you guys later next week. I'm gonna hop off.
Sounds good. Thanks, John.
See you guys.
Okay. Ciao.
Bye.